Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday's Maths. Now today we're going to be counting in fives. Let's warm up our brains to begin with. Can you have a go at finding these missing part wholes? So these are number bonds to 10. We've got 10 at the top. 10 is our whole. So what is going to be this other part which adds together to the number 4 to make 10? And over here, what are we adding to 2 to make 10? So think of what your number bonds are. Can you have a go at writing down what you think adds to 4 to make 10 and what adds to 2 to make 10? Pause me if you need to. Okay, fantastic. Let's see if you're right. 4 add 6 makes 10 and 2 add 8 makes 10. Okay, let's try some with number bonds to 20. What adds together to 5 to make 20? And what adds together with 12 to make 20? Okay, pause me if you need a bit more time. Let's see if you have got it right. 5 add 15 equals 20 and 12 add 8 equals 20. Brilliant. Okay, let's try another one then. So what do we add to 1 to make 20? And what do we add to 13 to make 20? Give it your best go. Pause me if you need a bit more time. Let's see if you're right. 1 add 19 equals 20 and 13 add 7 equals 20. How can we use our number bonds to 10 to help us with finding our number bonds to 20? Can you explain? So for example, here we have 1 add 19 equals, it's a little bit tricky to write with my laptop pen. 1 add 19 equals 20. How could we use our number bonds to 10 to help us with knowing this? So what do we add to 1 to make 10? We add 9, don't we? So we can use what we know about our number bonds to 10, like 1 add 9 equals 10, and we can use that to help us with our number bond to 20. Here all we've had to do is add a group of 10. So instead of 9, it's 19. So we have 1 add 19, because 1 add 9 is 10, add that extra 10 there, equals 20. So you can use your number bonds to 10 to help you with your number bonds to 20. Now hopefully you've remembered these really well, but when we come back to school next week, we're going to be trying to remember our number bonds to 10 and 20 super speedily, so you might want to have a little practice. How many bananas are there in each bunch? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 bananas in each bunch. There are 5 in that bunch, 5 in that bunch, 5 in that bunch, and 5 in that bunch. How many bunches are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 bunches of bananas. How many bananas are there altogether? Instead of counting each banana one by one, how could we make this easier? What could we count in? We could count in 5s, couldn't we? Let's count in 5s together. 5, 10, 15, 20. There are 20 bananas altogether. So instead of counting 20 bananas individually, we can just count up in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, let's try another one. So the donuts have been grouped into 5s on each tray. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trays. Can you have a go at counting up in 5s to tell me how many donuts there are all together? Okay, have you had a good go at that? Let's try it together, counting up in fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There are 35 donuts altogether. It's much quicker for us to count them in fives because they've been grouped into fives equally, instead of us counting 35 individual donuts. Okay, have a go at this one. How many fish are in each bowl? There are 5. And how many bowls are there together? There are 5. Can you count up in fives to tell me how many fish there are altogether? Okay, let's try it together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well done if that's what you thought. Have a go at counting up in fives with me, starting from 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What do you notice? Explain to a grown-up or write it down. Pause me if you need a bit more time. So what did you notice about the pattern? Hopefully you've noticed that we miss 4 numbers and then we say the 5th one. We miss 4 numbers and then we say the 5th one. So we've got 4 whites and then a blue. 4 whites and then a blue. And we carry on that pattern. What do you notice about the numbers when we're counting up in fives? Oh, hopefully you've noticed that we have a 5 and then a 0. A 5 and then a 0, a 5 and then a 0. So when we're counting up in fives, when we look in the ones, we have a 5 in the ones and then we have a 0 in the ones. What are these ones on the right counting up in? They are the tens, aren't they? 10, 20, 30. So the tens times table is in the 5 times table, isn't it? We say a 5 and then we say the 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. Can you have a go at filling in the missing numbers on the number track? Have a go at writing it down. We're counting up in 5, so we're adding a 5 numicon piece each time. What are these missing 2 numbers going to be? Have a go at writing them down. Let's see if you got it right. 0, 5, what's going to be next? 10, what's going to be after that? 15, 20, 25. Brilliant. Let's try another. What are these missing numbers going to be? Have a go at writing them down and pause me if you need a bit more time. Okay, let's see if you've got it right. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Well done if you said 20 and 30 as the missing numbers. Each time we're adding on 5, aren't we? Brilliant. And we have a number that's got the 5s and the 1s and then the 0. 5 and then a 0. 5 and then a 0. That really helps us. Okay, have a go at this one. We're still adding 5 ones, look, each time. How are we going to solve this one? What are we going to need to do to solve this one here? Pause me if you need to. Okay, so we need to count back 5, don't we, from 20. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. So hopefully you put 15 in this box. Okay, let's try another. So let's count back from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. so 10's going to go in there. And we can check by counting up to see if it sounds right. 10, 15, 20. That sounds right, doesn't it? Okay, what about the other end of the number line? What's going to be in here? 5 more than 30 is 30. 5. Great job. Okay, have a go at this one. Fill in the missing numbers, and remember you can pause me if you need a bit more time. Okay, let's solve it together. 25, 30. What's going to come next? 35, 40, 45, 50. Brilliant. Which of these numbers is the odd one out, and how do you know? Have a little think about it and pause me. Explain to a grown-up or write down your answer. Okay, shall we see what you've said? Which number do you think is the missing number? You're right, it's the number 29. Why is that the odd one out? It's the only one that isn't in the fives. Do we say the number 40 in the fives? Yes. Do we say the number 35? Yes. Do we say the number 20? Yes. But do we say the number 29? No. And how would we know that really quickly? Have a look in the ones. What doesn't 29 have that we know that all of the other numbers have in the 5 times table? They always have in the ones either a 0 or a 5, don't they? But in 29 there is a 9, so it's not in the 5 times table. Okay, last little bit. I have 30 donuts. Oh, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it, for rabbits and squirrels class? Each tray holds 5 delicious donuts. How many trays are there? How would we work this out? So each tray has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it. And I've got 30 donuts. So how many trays do I have? Now pause me and have a little think about it. Explain to a grown-up, maybe draw some pictures to help you, and write down what you think. Okay, right, let's have a go at doing this together. So each tray holds 5, so I'm going to draw a tray each time I count up in 5s to work it out. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I counted up in 5s because there's 5 donuts on each tray. Now let's count how many trays we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 6. Well done if you got that right. Okay, now today you're going to be counting up in 5s and having a go at some tasks involving counting up in 5s. I look forward to seeing what you get up to. Bye everyone.